Hello students, in this video we will discuss about catalysis. Okay. See, this is the second topic from surface chemistry. First topic, adsorption, covered in previous videos. In this video we will discuss about catalysis. Okay. First we will try to know about the meaning of catalyst and catalysis. Okay. Here let us assume a decomposition of KClO3, potassium chlorate. This decomposes into potassium chloride and oxygen. So it needs high temperature. It is around 653 Kelvin to 873 Kelvin. Okay. So same reaction takes place, a same reaction performed in the presence of MnO2, 2 KCl plus 3 O2. So now low temperature is required relatively, 473 Kelvin to 633 Kelvin, 630 Kelvin. Compare these two. Here MnO2 is present, here MnO2 absent, here high temperature maintained, here low temperature maintained. Moreover, this first reaction is slow relatively, second reaction is fast. So here what is the role played by MnO2? So in the presence of MnO2, reaction is fastly takes place. Moreover, in the presence of MnO2, same reaction takes place even at a low temperature only. Therefore, here MnO2 speed up the reaction, and because of this same reaction takes place relatively at a low temperature. Therefore, here MnO2 is said to be catalyst. Catalyst is a substance which speed up the reaction. Okay, so catalyst is a substance that changes the speed of a reaction. Without consuming during the course of chemical reaction. So catalyst is a substance that changes the speed of reaction without consuming. This is the definition of catalyst. Okay. Now we will see what is the meaning of catalysis. Catalysis is a chemical reaction which brought about by catalyst. If chemical reaction takes place in the presence of catalyst, then that chemical reaction is known as catalysis. If chemical reaction takes place in the presence of catalyst, then that process is known as catalysis. Therefore, catalysis is a chemical reaction which brought about by catalyst. So catalysis is a chemical reaction which brought about by catalyst. Okay, this is the meaning of catalyst and catalysis. Now we will see types of catalyst. Catalysts are two types: positive catalyst and negative catalyst. See, catalyst changes the speed of reaction Changes the speed of reaction means, change means it may increase, it may decrease. Some catalysts increase the speed of reaction. Such catalysts are positive catalysts. Some catalysts may decrease the speed of reaction. Those are called as negative catalysts. Therefore, now we will see types of catalysts in detail. See, now we will see about two types of catalysts. Catalysts are positive catalysts and negative catalysts. See here how already we know positive catalyst means which increases the speed of reaction. How it increases the speed of reaction we will see with the help of, I will explain the working of positive catalyst with the help of this reaction profile diagram. Here this reactant product, in between reactant and product energy barriers are there. So this is reaction path, this thick line is reaction path in the absence of catalyst. So this dotted line denotes the reaction path in the presence of catalyst. Okay. So here activation energy and the kinetics we discussed. See, this is extra amount of energy required by the reactant molecule to cross the energy barrier. Suppose if we consider reaction path in the absence of catalyst, this reaction without catalyst, here reactant this, product this, to cross this energy barrier, this reactant molecule requires this much extra amount of energy. This extra amount of energy is activation energy in the absence of catalyst, without catalyst. Okay. Similarly, consider this path, another path. So this is reaction path in the presence of catalyst. So here energy barrier between reactant and product this. So in order to cross this energy barrier, reactant molecule needs this much extra energy. This is activation energy in the presence of catalyst. Compare these two. Activation energy without catalyst. Activation energy without catalyst is more than that of activation energy with catalyst. So therefore here in the presence of catalyst, reaction alters from high activation energy path to low activation energy path. So here positive catalyst changes the reaction path, positive catalyst changes the reaction path from high activation energy to low activation energy. Positive catalyst changes reaction from high activation energy path to low activation energy path. Hence, positive catalyst lowering the activation energy. We know rate of reaction inversely proportional to activation energy. Here, positive catalyst lowers the activation energy. So, therefore, activation energy lowered means rate of reaction increases. Therefore, positive catalyst changes reaction from high activation energy path to low activation energy path. Hence, activation energy decreases. As activation energy decreases, rate of reaction increases. Therefore, positive catalyst increases the speed of reaction or rate of reaction by lowering activation energy. So, this is working of positive catalyst. Here, activation energy decreases. In the presence of positive catalyst, activation energy decreases. Therefore, rate of reaction or speed of reaction increases. Now come to negative catalyst. Okay. So this is the reaction path. This thick line denotes reaction path in the absence of catalyst. Here dotted lines, this is reaction path in the presence of catalyst. Okay. See here, in the absence of catalyst, reactant molecule needs this much extra energy to cross this energy barrier. Therefore, this is activation energy in the absence of catalyst. In the presence of catalyst, this reactant molecule needs this much extra energy to cross this energy barrier. So this is activation energy in the presence of catalyst. Here, activation energy in the presence of catalyst is more than that of activation energy in the absence of catalyst. Therefore, here negative catalyst changes the reaction from low activation energy path to high activation energy path. That's why rate of reaction decreases. Here, negative catalyst changes the reaction from low activation energy path to high activation energy path, means it increases the activation energy. Therefore, as activation energy increases, rate of reaction decreases. Therefore, negative catalyst increases the activation energy. As activation energy increases, speed of the reaction or rate of the reaction decreases. In this way, negative catalyst decreases the speed of a chemical reaction. Okay. Now, come to example. Here, 4HCl plus O2 in the presence of CuCl2, then 2Cl2 plus 2H2O. This is the preparation of chlorine. Hydrogen chloride undergo oxidation, then chlorine is formed. This is a Decans process. In this process, catalyst is CuCl2. So here CuCl2 speed up this process. That's why it acts as a positive catalyst. Okay. Example for negative catalyst: 2H2O give 2H2O2 hydrogen peroxide in presence of acetonilide. It decomposes into water and oxygen. 2H2O plus O2. So this is catalyst here, negative catalyst. It slow down the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen. So here it slow down the reaction speed. That's why it acts as negative catalyst. This is about types of catalyst, positive and negative catalyst. Here classification done on the basis of effect of catalyst over the speed of reaction. Now we will see types of catalysis. Catalysis, two types: homogeneous catalysis. Second one, heterogeneous catalysis. Here, in case of homogeneous catalysis, reactants and catalysts are in same phase. See here, if we take this example, SO2 and O2 both are gases, even catalysts are also in same phase. That's why it is homogeneous catalysis. In this example, this is ester hydrolysis. Here, methyl acetate liquid, water liquid, these two even catalysts also in liquid phase. That's why this is homogeneous catalysis. See, in third example, this is hydrolysis of sucrose. Here, aqueous form of sucrose means liquid, water also liquid. All these two liquid, even catalyst sulfuric acid also liquid. Therefore, reactants and catalysts are in same phase. Therefore, this is homogeneous catalysis. Homogeneous catalysis means reactants and catalysts must be in same physical state. Okay. Now, heterogeneous catalysis. Reactants and catalysts are not in same phase. Here, SO2 and O2 gases, but catalyst is solid. Therefore, reactants and catalysts are not in same phase. That's why it is heterogeneous catalysis. Okay. Here, reactants both are gases. Catalyst is solid. Here, reactants and catalyst physical state different. That's why it is heterogeneous catalysis. Here, ammonia and O2 gases, catalyst platinum. These reactants and catalysts are in different phase. That's why heterogeneous catalysis. Vegetable oil, liquid, H2 gas, catalyst is solid. All these are in different physical state. That's why this is heterogeneous catalysis. Here this is contact process, Haber's process, Ostwald process, and hydrogenation of oils. See, these two steps similar, but here catalyst is NO, which is same phase as that of SO2 and O2, hence it is homogeneous catalysis. This process is known as Chambers process. Here catalyst is platinum, which is solid. It is entirely different physical state from that of reactants. So heterogeneous catalysis. This process is known as contact process. Both are belongs to manufacturing of sulfuric acid. These two reactions are key steps involved in the manufacturing of sulfuric acid. Only catalyst different. Okay, this is about types of catalysis. Come to adsorption theories. Theories of catalysis. Come to theories of catalysis. Under theories of catalysis, we are going to discuss about adsorption theory, which explains about heterogeneous catalysis. One more theory is there in order to explain about homogeneous catalysis, that is intermediate compound formation theory, which is not included in our syllabus. Now we stick on to adsorption theory, which explains about heterogeneous catalysis. So these are the steps involved in adsorption theory. Okay, here step 1, this is a metal, a solid. Here these are reactants, reacting molecules. These are in gaseous phase. Here catalyst is solid. That's why this example is heterogeneous catalysis, because these are gases. These are gases, reacting molecules. Catalyst is solid. That's why this is the example for heterogeneous catalysis. Here reacting molecules are approaching towards metal surface. Over metal surface, valency, free valencies, binding sites are there. A molecule sticks here, B molecule sticks here. Therefore, adsorption takes place, and these reactant molecules are attached to the metal surface, adsorbed over the metal surface through adsorption phenomena. Okay. Now, in step 1, some certain amount of heat is released. This heat is utilized by these reactant molecules. These reactant molecules in step 2. See, we know in step 2 chemical reaction takes place. A and B reacted together. Why? Because A and B placed over the metal surface side by side. A and B, those are very near to each other. Then these are able to react with each other and can form product. So here during reaction, new bond is formed between A and B. New bond developed here. Okay, this new bond developed here. So this is formation of compound, AB compound. It formed over the metal surface. So we know chemical reaction needs activation energy. So that activation energy will come from step 1, because step 1 is exothermic, heat released out. Therefore, that heat utilized by these reacting molecules to acquire required activation energy, which is essential for chemical reaction. Okay. Step 2, formation of intermediate compound. After formation of intermediate compound, see, these bonds are breaks down. So therefore, this product molecules leaves from the surface and separated out from the metal surface. This is a desorption of product. This is step 3, desorption of product. This takes place. This takes place actually during heterogeneous catalysis. Here what is the role played by metal surface? It provides a platform for a chemical reaction. Over metal surface, chemical reaction takes place. So here metal provides a platform for a chemical reaction. So at the end of the chemical reaction, again metal is again formed. So therefore, it is not consumed. Catalyst is not consumed during the course of reaction. Okay. Moreover, in terms of mass, in terms of chemical composition, it remains as it is. It is again ready. It is again ready for further reaction. Again, it is ready to catalyze one more reaction. That's why it is not consumed. A small amount of catalyst can catalyze more reactions. So efficiency of catalyst is more. Okay. Now here product is formed. We know in step 2 bonds are developed between A and B. In step 3 the bonds which are present between product molecule and the surface breaks down. Formed product separate out from the surface. This is about adsorption theory, which successfully explains the heterogeneous catalysis. Okay, thank you.